The 2026 Chevy Camaro SS ZL1 feels like the final roar and a fresh challenge at the same time, a car that wears muscle car heritage on its sleeve while quietly nodding to the future of performance. At first glance, the ZL1's silhouette is muscular and purposeful: wider fenders, an aggressive front splitter, and a pronounced hood power dome that hints at the supercharged heart beneath. For enthusiasts who grew up on the Camaro legend, this iteration reads like a carefully tuned encore. It keeps the classic front-engine, rear-wheel drive layout and delivers visceral V8 performance packaged with modern chassis, cooling, and aerodynamic upgrades that push it beyond just straight-line bragging rights. Under the hood, the ZL1 continues to rely on a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 architecture, but engineers have sharpened its delivery with updated internals, improved cooling systems, and revised tuning to lift both horsepower and torque figures into a territory that matches contemporary hyper-muscle expectations, around the mid-600s horsepower and comparable torque ratings on credible reports. That power is fed through the choice of a precise manual for purists or a lightning-quick 10-speed automatic for those who demand blistering shifts and track consistency. Brembo multi-piston brakes, larger ventilated rotors, and recalibrated suspension hardware, including magnetorheological dampers on higher trims or 1LE-inspired suspension setups, give the ZL1 the stopping power and composure to turn that raw thrust into repeatable lap times. The chassis and aero package are where the 2026 ZL1 stakes a claim beyond headline horsepower. Carbon fiber inserts, an enlarged splitter, pronounced rocker panels, and a larger rear diffuser work in concert to generate meaningful downforce while improving cooling for the supercharger and brakes, details that nod directly to the car's motorsport cousins and Chevy's recent Cup Series updates. Those race-derived touches are not just cosmetic, they help the car remain poised under braking, resist lift at speed, and keep lap consistency high, which is crucial if you plan to take one to track days. Inside, the ZL1 balances driver focus with modern connectivity. Recaro-style bolstered seats, an adjustable flat-bottom steering wheel, and a driver-oriented instrument cluster keep the pilot in control, while an updated infotainment stack, performance telemetry, and selectable drive modes ensure the car is usable in daily life and ruthless on weekends. Build quality and ergonomics reflect lessons learned from previous Camaro generations, though purists will appreciate the tactile controls and the option to keep a manual gearbox. It's important to be candid about availability and context. While GM has kept the Camaro name alive in racing and performance packages and teased new body updates for competition cars, mainstream reporting and GM historians note the sixth-generation Camaro's production ended after 2024, meaning any full-scale street revival would either be a significant program restart or a reimagined successor. Enthusiasts should treat some 2026 street model coverage as aspirational or based on limited production speculation unless Chevrolet issues a full confirmation. For a buyer or viewer on YouTube, the appeal is obvious. The ZL1 combines the emotional punch of a supercharged V8, race-aware engineering, and modern driver aids into a package that still rewards mechanical sympathy. It's the kind of car that sounds great, brakes harder than you think, and makes every straight stretch feel like an invitation. Even if elements of the 2026 narrative remain tied to special edition, motorsport, or limited run programs, the ZL1 badge continues to symbolize Chevrolet's commitment to raw, track-capable American performance. If you're watching this video, you're here for the driving thrill, for the way a muscle car can still teach you about weight transfer, throttle modulation, and the addictive clarity of a perfectly timed downshift. The 2026 Chevy Camaro SS1 ZL1, whether in street legal form or as a race-bred homologation special, promises a visceral connection between driver and machine that's been refined, not replaced. If Chevy fully returns the Camaro to road-legal showrooms, the ZL1 will be the headline. Until then, its latest iterations, especially in racing and limited performance packages, keep the legend alive and louder than ever.